episode number 6 of Down the Rat Hole. Today with me, I have Tiffany again. If you're new here, this is a podcast where we read really stupid stories off of Reddit. That's the best way to say it.
Probably.
Dive into it.
I gotta stop myself from giving myself spoilers.
Yeah,
don't look away.
Usually we have a theme, and there's a theme.
Okay.
But I'm just going to read you the first story, and it's going to be evident what our theme is. This one's going to be a silly one. This one's not quite our style normally.
Last time we did some pretty serious stories. I think we had like one where it was more lighthearted.
This one's a little bit silly.
All right.
Am I the asshole for woohooing with my husband?
Is this The Sims?
I, young adult female, am a struggling college student. I'm having a stroke. Let me restart. I, young adult female, and struggling. Am a struggling college student. Holy shit! Ignore me. I was desperate for money, and I met an incredible man. I'm assuming that means an elder male, and he was absolutely loaded. Unfortunately, he was married with kids. I joined their household to become a nanny for their children, and one day when his wife was swimming, she accidentally drowned.
God.
I was the only witness. If only those walls hadn't appeared. Truly tragic.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, I had to comfort the poor widower. And once he was done grieving, we started to flirt a lot. Then we got into a relationship. Sadly, his kids hated me because they said I was mean. I am not family-oriented, and I may not like kids, but I am not mean. And sadly, his kids, teens and one child, moved to a different house completely on their own. I ended up marrying my now husband, and we had a habit of woohooing frequently. Unfortunately, one day, after our 10th session in one day, he dropped dead in front of me. I'm completely devastated because now I have so much wealth out of nowhere and my husband is gone. His children are saying I did this on purpose and it's not. But it's not my fault. My husband was irresistible. Am I the asshole?
No. Not at all.
If you're not familiar with this subreddit, Am I the Asshole? Sims. This is about the Sims game. And one of my favorite parts about this subreddit is people don't read the name of it, and they read the story, and they don't know what the Sims is, so they think it's real. We have an edit.
No, I knew as soon as, like, first thing.
I'm going crazy with all the comments thinking I literally killed a woman by building walls around a pool in 3 seconds.
I love that so much.
I love The Sims. I know you love The Sims.
I have so many hours in The Sims. I have played so much.
And this is just a normal thing. If you haven't played The Sims, you should, because
absolutely. It's very good. Not worth the money for some of it, but
yeah, but you don't have to play with some of it.
That's
true. You can play the normal game, and there's like mods. Those are free.
Mods make the game a whole other game, honestly.
Yeah. I'm looking at the comments to see if I can find a real one that's like, what does that mean?
Oh my god. Yeah. No, but like as soon as you said woohooing,
Can they die from doing it repetitively?
If they're an elder, yes. So
okay. Well,
so if you do it enough, because there's certain things that'll make your sim live longer. Like if they are super athletic, if they were like I think if they have the active trait, or if they meet like the top like strength level, like I don't know exactly. They call it like the prime body level or like
God.
I don't know. It's
That's
so weird.
strange.
It's in one of the aspirations that you have to
Oh, yeah,
get.
I think I've seen it.
So
I
if you
didn't
do
know
that,
it
it like
was
helps your
longer.
it helps your elder sims live longer. But so that might be why it took 10 times. I don't know which sim it was. So if it was like one of the normal townies or
I
what.
would imagine. This comment says, "I love how there's so many comments saying they didn't realize this was The Sims, but the title says woohoo. Y'all
Yeah.
really think people are referring to sex as woohoo in real life?
Yeah.
That's where I'm.
No, if it wasn't The Sims, that would have caught me so off guard.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't.
if I ever heard somebody actually unironically refer to it as woohoo, I think I would lose my shit. Like,
Yeah.
rolling on the floor, laugh crying because, oh my god.
I want to stream The Sims sometime soon. I want to do that
Yes.
because that would be very fun.
I
also,
love that. It's just really hard right now because the game's super broken.
Yeah, I know. I haven't
Like,
played
it's
recently
really
because it's so broken because they keep updating it and then everything
Yeah.
breaks.
No, since the last expansion pack, and they did a base game update where they added a bunch of like new base game stuff. They completely changed how romance works.
Oh yeah,
Base
I
game.
saw that too.
They added eyelash in its
Yeah,
own category,
which is good,
no, it's something that should have been added to the game.
but now
a long time
everyone
ago.
has to like fix it basically.
Yeah,
Your mods.
they've had to release like 4 emergency patches in like a month,
and every time there's
and
a
not
patch,
even a
then you
month.
have to fix your mods again, basically.
Yeah. I've played once or twice since the update came out, and I've only updated my game once because I'm so scared to update it some more.
Yeah, I don't know if mine's updated itself or not. I've just kind of been ignoring it and hoping it's not broken. But the thing is, consistently, like, because I just started playing again recently, since all these, like, updates, like, a year ago, probably, maybe 6 months ago, since, like, the game-breaking updates have been happening, I've been playing, and I don't have a single save that I've consistently had that entire time.
No, my last save that I had, I was on like my 3rd generation.
Yeah, because I want to do that, and I keep losing them.
It completely broke because I didn't back up my save.
I need to, but it's like they're just like all gone.
You can copy your saves and put them like on your desktop or something.
Yeah, maybe I should do that.
Because that's what I did the last time before I updated, and I'm very glad I did because my game kept doing this specific crash where I would try to like go to a different lot or like open my game in general, and it would get stuck on the loading screen, but it would make the noises like I had arrived to the lot and the game was open, but it kept doing it over and over and over again.
Just broke it.
Yeah. So I lost my 3 generation save because of the update.
That is unfortunate. I feel like me and you played the game very differently.
I think we probably do.
We do. But besides that, can you think of anything like specifically really funny that has happened? That's just like kind of like this. Like what is happening? Just standard Sims shit.
Oh my god.
Sims shit.
Picking one, honestly. There's so many different things. I love when they randomly glitch into each other. There's this one specific glitch where they're hugging each other, where their arms will just like fly backwards behind them and get super long.
I've not seen this happen.
I'm gonna have to show you a video of it happening because it's such a common thing, but it doesn't like break anything.
Yeah, it just looks
it's
weird.
Just like yeah. But like one sim will be facing this way, the other one will be facing this way, but their arms will be going back and like this to hug each other.
That's strange. That's scary. I haven't really played a lot, but
I've played so much. I love
the only thing
game.
I can think of. I play like with a lot of mods, specifically. Don't mind my 100-year-old wiring in my home. With some inappropriate mods that I won't speak of and say the names of because I don't think they're quite approved by EA. But that causes a lot of problems. It's so broken.
The glitch is especially related to that particular mod.
That particular mod, there's a lot of customization, and you can customize furniture to have a sliding scale of percentage of a sexual encounter happening when your Sims are near that piece of furniture. So I was like, what happens if you put it to 100? So I did it, and I kind of forgot about it. And
Oh my
then
god, I
we had a
forgot.
bunch of updates. Mod broke, and they just couldn't stop ever. And like this was a multiple person household. I had a lot of people that were all in one relationship. So some of them were stuck on the couch, and their babies are starving.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like in the little baby room that was very like it was somewhere else. They were
Tucked
not
in a
doing this in
corner.
front of the children. But so the babies are like about CPS is like on the way because they're stuck. And then one of them didn't get stuck. I guess she wasn't interested in the activities that was happening. But she tried cooking, and then she sets it on fire. And I didn't know that you had to like cancel their reaction to the
Oh
fire.
my god, that's the most annoying thing
So
ever.
she was so busy reacting to the fire and being scared of the fire that she didn't call the fire department. Got caught on fire. She lived, and then after that, she was just stuck in a corner with she literally was doing nothing. She was just standing there, like burnt, no clothes, everything. She looked like a shadow man,
Oh my
and
god.
her status was just fine. That's what it said, just fine, and she could do nothing.
It was just 100%
So
disassociated.
she was traumatized out of being a person. Everyone else is stuck on the sex couch. The babies are starving to death because everyone had a kid. Some of them had like triplets.
Oh my god, yeah.
It was
I don't think I've ever
crazy.
had triplets.
Really?
In my entire time of playing, I have never
In
had
like my one
triplets.
world.
I think it was your first one
Yeah.
that like you had kids on. You had triplets. But no, I've never had triplets. Oh, but because I have to. There is a very specific item that helps with like when they do fires. So if you like when you have a bunch of Sims in a house, they're all freaking out, trying to run out. There's a sprinkler system.
Oh my god.
It's literally one item you can put in the house and it like will spawn sprinklers.
I need that.
Yeah.
Because they're stupid.
And calling the fire department, your sim will like the fire usually goes out before the fire department shows
Yeah.
up and they get mad at you because there's no
called-
fire anymore.
Yeah, you called them.
Yeah.
It's a crazy game.
It's wonderful. I love the chaos.
I love it so much. Okay, I have so many. I don't know if we're gonna get through all of them.
Dude, we could do a part 2. I love The Sims so much.
Let's go to our next one. This is a long one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for putting cocaine first in my life?
I know which mod this has.
I was gonna say, is this a mod?
Yes, there is a very particular mod that allows for your Sims to do illegal substances. That is not something that is normally in the game.
Okay.
The game is rated. I think the game is rated T for teen.
Yeah, because
So-
there's like a little bit of.
There's like
but-
some very minor sexual references, but there is no like direct nudity,
Yeah.
drugs. There is technically alcohol in the game,
Yeah,
though.
technically.
But they don't
Or
really get
kids.
drunk from it or anything.
Yeah, because
So,
there's like bars
it's a very-
and stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
very
say
tame.
a teenager could play it. Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, it's very tame.
Okay. I, adult female, acquired a cocaine addiction after my husband, adult male, died from getting electrocuted while trying to fix the dishwasher, and I still had to call a repair person. He didn't even fix it. I was bored because I used to woohoo with my husband during the majority of my free time. This is how I play the game. And fishing indefinitely was pretty much my only other hobby. It just wasn't cutting it anymore, though. And it seemed like a lot of work to find a new hobby. I bought some cocaine at the Smuggler's Cove one evening on a whim, and wow, what a rush! I bought a little more before I went home after doing that first bump, just in case. It's truly an amazing thing. I feel like a superhuman. I never have to eat or sleep I can stay out fishing even longer than before. Some people seem to think I've gotten a bit overboard. When I'm not fishing or snorting cocaine, I'm usually throwing up from withdrawals or passed out from a non lethal overdose. Non lethal,
Oh.
it's just a nap. Sometimes I attend my job as a power broker, but it was way too hard. I was way too hard for my
Oh my
job.
god.
I was they were just like, you gotta get that thing out of here. Take care of it. That's just inappropriate. Maybe wear some different pants with a different fit. I don't know.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
sometimes I attend my job as a power broker, but it was way too hard to hold meetings, so I lost my place. I started leaving work after a couple hours to snort more cocaine. Today, like usual, I left in the middle of a meeting to go do a bumper three and ended up overdosing. Non-lethal, it's not that big of a deal, and passed out on the sidewalk for 6 hours.
Oh.
Not out of the norm for me, but I decided to skip work the next day anyways. I was a no call, no show, but my reason for not coming in wasn't any of their business.
Oh my god.
And something ridiculous happened. I got demoted. What the f?
Oh
I
my
mean, it's
god.
not my fault. Work isn't as fun as cocaine. I'll probably get fired soon, but that's okay because I'm already rich and it'll just give me more time to spend with sweet, sweet powder. That sweet, sweet powder. I also have a teenage daughter, a cat, a dog, and some fish. I don't remember the last time I played with the pets. They can't do coke with me, so why would I bother? My daughter seems lonely a lot, and I don't know for sure, but I don't even talk to her anymore. She had more in common with her dad. That's not my fault. The dumbass tried to fix the dishwasher while standing in a puddle.
Oh my god.
Since she's not interested in coke like I am, I leave all the housework and pet care for her because I'm just too busy. There's a lot of coke to snort, and somebody's got to do it and pay for it, so I can't afford a maid or a butler. Plus, my daughter seems to be doing just fine. The house is clean, the pets are fed, she's on the honor roll, and she's getting more popular with her classmates. She's even dating the cool, hot, popular boy in her school. She's thriving, and she doesn't even need me. I don't see any problems, but other people do. They boo me and take pictures of me when I'm out in public. They even spread rumors about me. Am I that asshole?
I'm
This
gonna be
is
completely
great.
honest. Halfway through that, I forgot this was about The Sims.
Yeah, for a second I was like,
So when the teenage daughter was mentioned, I was like, "Oh my
oh
god."
god.
No, okay. Remembering that this is The Sims,
Yeah,
The Sim is the asshole.
the Sims the asshole.
The Sim
But
is.
guess what? There's an update.
Oh my god. This is beautiful.
We got updates to our Sims stories.
I love that so much. I need to follow this Reddit.
I just got fired. Am I the asshole for killing my boss during a cocaine-fueled murder spree? I found this one before I found that one, and I realized later that they were connected.
I'm very happy this is The Sims.
Yeah. Since becoming addicted to cocaine, I've had a lot of energy. Energy that I've continued to not put into being a reliable mother, friend, or employee. I also get agitated a lot. I was doing pretty well keeping myself occupied by fishing indefinitely, but I started going stir crazy and needed to get out and do something new. I'm a rich celebrity, so I get calls asking if I want to go on a date or not, like, a lot. And annoying amount of a lot. But one day I figured, what the hell, my husband is dead, f it.
Oh my god.
I accepted the call and met up with a man. Well, I snorted a couple lines of cocaine before this date, so I was a little amped up. I have this fear of wait, what did I just read? I'm so dyslexic. Holy shit. I had this fear of something, but that doesn't exist here. I think I read bear as fear. Okay,
Yeah, I think
I
you
have
were like right there.
I have this stuffed bear named Dexter, and I brought with me to the date because who doesn't like a cute little stuffed bear? Anyways, I waited for what felt like forever for this guy to show up, even though he was the one that asked me on the date. Disrespectful much?
Hmm.
I did some more cocaine while I was
Oh my
waiting. So by the
god.
time he showed up, I was pumped, wide awake, blood pumping, ultra focused. I
Oh,
felt like I could do anything, but I was also really annoyed that I had to wait for him. So after a brief consultation with Dexter, I stabbed my date a few times.
consultation with Dexter the bear?
I think we're doing a lot of cocaine. I think we're doing too much. I stabbed it a few times and then he died. But after he died, I saw the Grim Reaper. I felt a rush of adrenaline. Like, wow, incredible. I was kind of creeped out that he died, but I still loved it and wanted to do it again. So I kept accepting dates. I made sure to always keep Dexter in my inventory. And every time one of my dates was late, I killed him. Man, oh man, did it feel good. Stab, 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 and run. As much as I loved seeing the Grim Reaper, I started fleeing the scene of the crime immediately after killing, just to be safe, and to do more cocaine. After a few acquaintance murders, it turned out the next date who was late and therefore killed was my boss. There
Oh,
was suddenly a rumor that I got fired, which turned out to be true, and on top of losing my job, I lost all of the friends I still had.
my,
I feel like this
still
is
had friends?
I feel like this is really unfair. I do a lot of cocaine and I never go to work. How am I supposed to know that that was my boss? Am I the asshole? He was the one that wasn't on time. You don't even know who you're working for because you're not there. You're doing cocaine.
Okay, first of all, I have never played with this mod.
Me either. But
So
how
I do not
often can you just spam doing drugs?
I have no idea. Honestly, that's insane.
Not the asshole. If they didn't respect you enough to show up on time, they didn't deserve you or life. Like, I mean,
Honestly.
pop off. Why is a boss trying to date their employee? Sounds sus. Deserve to be stabbed, not the asshole.
Oh my god.
Not the asshole. Slay.
I love that so much.
It's so funny.
I definitely play The Sims a little differently than some people. My Sims don't do cocaine or go on murdering
Mine don't
sprees.
yet. Now that I know it's an option,
Oh my god.
I may. But I think we play a little bit similarly because I feel like the way that you play is like, look at all of my Sims, they look so good, they're so
Yeah.
cute, this is their little life. And I'm like, look at my Sims, they look so good, they're so cute. Also, they're having sex 24/7,
Yeah.
and now they're gonna be doing drugs, and now they're gonna be murderers.
No, the only way I would put in the drugs one is if I was doing like a really dramatic storyline. I
That's
like to have
what-
stories in my game.
That's what I want. I like to have stories too.
I
okay.
have actually gotten the violence mod before. I got
bad
the
is
one
it?
that includes serial killers.
That's what I want.
And
I want that.
it was absolute chaos. I mean, you would go out
People are
to
just
dinner.
dying.
You would go out to dinner and a truck would pull up, throw somebody in the back of it, and leave. I mean, I'm serious.
Did it ever
And
happen
the next
to
thing
yours?
you know, no.
Okay.
Well, actually, yes. Yes, it did.
Okay, because then I would be like, if that's happening every time, I'd be a little bit mad. But to
It's
just
also
witness...
not. I don't think it's an updated mod.
Okay, yeah,
So
probably
it might
not.
break your game.
We'll see. I'll figure it out because I need more chaos.
It's great.
It's just cocaine.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I love the fact that they talk as if they are the Sim. That's my favorite
That's my
part
favorite
about 'em.
part.
That's wonderful.
Also, you never realize until you're an adult how many people do cocaine regularly still. There's so many people that do cocaine. You have no idea. Like I never realized.
I never really think about it.
I thought it was a joke, and or maybe that was just something that happened a lot a long time ago, and we got over that. But
Yeah.
no, there are a lot of very functional adults out there that are still just doing cocaine normally.
How
And
can you do cocaine normally?
I don't
Like,
know.
how can
But
you
like,
not?
a, most people in colleges are doing cocaine, I would say. Like, a lot of people are. Um, I
I
had a classmate in high school.
oh
Um, I love her. I still love her. We don't talk anymore, but I hope she's well. Um, let's give me a name. A random girl name. I don't know.
Patricia.
Patricia. That seems so mean to call her that. I don't know why. That is not her name. But Patricia, I loved her, and we had creative writing together, and that was my favorite class. But she would always just be over there, staring into space, nose bleeding, and everyone was like, "That's just Patricia. That's fine. That's just how she is." And then years later, turns out she had a terrible cocaine addiction, and no one knew. I don't know why no one came to that like conclusion, because never once when I was like, she is doing cocaine as like a high schooler.
That is insane.
um, I'm pretty sure she's doing well now. I'm like, I don't really keep up with her, but I think Patricia has a good life now.
I
Not that
hope
she didn't
so.
then, but
Oh.
it's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
On to our next one. Am I the asshole for letting my toddler set the neighbor on fire?
No. No, I don't know the story.
I, 21 female, turned my back for 0.1 seconds to grab a drink, and when I turned my back, my 3 female had set one of the land grabs, Nancy, on fire. And okay,
Oh.
I admit, I'm a land grab hater. Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay,
Nancy
so
Landgrab.
I let her continue. And edit, since so many people were wondering, this was done with the toddler killer mod I got for a Chucky save that I wanted to do went to try it out on a normal family of mine, but my Sims toddler at the time decided she was not waiting to attack someone, and no one in that save liked the land grab, so when Nancy trespassed while I was getting a drink, well, the land grabs. Ugly bitches.
They are basically like the most rich people.
Yeah, I know, but I want their house, so I
Yeah.
usually just cheat and I
There are
kick them
people who
out.
like message you about your power bill. Like they'll randomly call, I don't know if it's like from a pack or what, but they'll randomly
Oh,
call
how'd that
being
happen?
like, what would you do in this situation about your power? And then they'll give you a discount. She's like a blonde, skinny lady. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's
Yeah.
got that Karen haircut.
Yes. One of my favorite like normal Sims townies from the base game is the Goth family.
Yes, I love them. They're my favorite.
Did you see that they got a makeover? Or maybe you started playing after they got their makeover?
I don't know.
Because they look very different than they used to, like when I first started playing. Because I think
Yeah.
last year they got makeovers,
I mean,
and I don't
I
like
did play like the original Sims games too. It's just
Mhm.
been a really fucking long time. But this is what I love about this game is that people like this person's doing a Chucky story.
Yeah.
And that's so great and random and just fucking hilarious.
And
I
the fact you
love
can
that.
actually do
The
it
fact that
because
you can
people
just
make
do
these
that,
mods.
and that I feel like everyone plays it in a different way, because I mean
Yeah.
everyone does like a story or whatever, I would say, but like some people just come up
A
with,
lot of people play it as like a building game even.
oh yeah, that's what
Or just like a
that's
Barbie
what
dress-up game.
that's what it was, like originally, like the software was to like lay out houses, and it just worked so well that they put it in like that as well. I'm pretty sure, anyways.
I'm not
Correct me if I'm
100%
wrong, but
sure.
I'm pretty sure. Am I the asshole for abandoning my newborn on the side of the road?
Oh my god.
Some time ago, I, adult female, had a baby girl. Due to a mishap, the child ended up being legally named Baby Girl instead
my
of the
God.
name I intended to give her. I didn't realize there was a way to change her name, so I carried her as far away from my home as I could and left her on the sidewalk. Eventually, a social worker came and got her. So, did I do the right thing? Oh my god.
Just rename your child.
I love that they didn't know. I wasn't sure that you could either. I feel like this is something that I would do.
No, I feel
Honestly.
like this is something you would do and tell me about later, and then I would freak out, being like, "You could have fixed this."
Why didn't you just change your name in Cass? You're the asshole. In my defense, it was a different time, Sims 2, and I didn't have the options that we have today.
Oh, okay. So I was a little confused when they said carry, because when they're newborns right after birth in
You
The
can't
Sims
really
4,
do
you
that with
can't
them.
really carry them anywhere. They're like an object stuck to the bassinet.
Yeah,
With infants, you can, but that would mean she would have had the baby for like,
a
oh,
while.
like at least, I think it's like 2 to 4 days, depending.
Yeah, fortunately, babies are easy to replace. There are plenty more where that came from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I get that. That sounds so bad, but that's how I feel with like Minecraft, and I'm trying to get a specific animal, and they have different skins, and I'm like breeding the animals, trying to get the right one. I'm just like, you are the wrong. You look wrong. You're dying. Sorry, I don't have room for this. So I just keep breeding them and killing them until I get one that looks good.
In a video game, that's okay.
In a video game, remember, in a video game,
Very specifically in a video game.
in Minecraft.
Oh, God, we need to do a Minecraft episode. That would be so good.
We do. We can just stream. It doesn't have to be a podcast. Let's just
True.
stream.
That's
Or
true.
we could do that. Maybe if we ever do like Patreon one day, if we have the privilege to do that, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for missing my child's birth to look at a gnome? I, young adult male, am a guitar player who likes to do or to go busking for tips. What does that mean?
Basically, like if you see somebody on the side of the road playing their guitar with like the case
Oh,
open,
okay, yeah.
yeah, to get
Sorry,
money.
I didn't realize that was the word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, out one night, I met this cute girl who was a really generous tipper. We start chatting and really hit it off. Then we start dating, and eventually she brings up the possibility of trying for a baby. I was thrilled. I literally jumped for joy when she showed me her positive pregnancy test. We were both super excited, and she's constantly telling everyone we know about the baby. Then the day finally comes. We're hanging out. We're hanging out in the living room. She says, "The baby's coming," and runs to the bedroom. I was about to follow her in, but then I was suddenly overwhelmed with a new desire. My mind was clouded with only one thought. Gnome.
What?
We had this cheap plastic garden gnome in our backyard. For some reason, it felt like the fate of the whole universe was dependent on if I was going to look at this gnome or not. I knew what I had to do. I ran outside and I stood right in front of that gnome and stared it square in the eyes. I was concentrating on the gnome for what felt like an eternity until my girlfriend came out of the house holding a newborn baby. She was furious at me for not being there for the birth of my own child. I tried to explain, but she just didn't understand it. Now she's making all of these Simstagram posts about
Yeah.
how she wishes she had a responsible father for the baby. I've also noticed she's been searching for weird things online. There were a lot of things like psychiatric clinics near me, gnome related delusions, and how to cope with an insane boyfriend. Should I confront her about all of this? How do I mend the relationship? Gnomes? Am I the asshole?
I'm processing. So,
Did he. Okay, did the. Sorry. Did the sim, like, just think about this? And it's like one of those things they'll be doing something, they get just like a random thought, and they just didn't clear it and let it happen? This is what
probably,
I'm assuming.
because I have this problem where they will randomly. especially if it's like a snob sim,
Yeah.
will randomly decide that they're gonna go stare at this random piece of furniture in their room, and it literally says,
Like,
judge
admire.
the decor.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Or admire decor. And they will be like, their house will be burning down or some shit, and they will be staring at like a ceiling lamp
To be
for
fair,
no reason.
I think Sims is a game that a lot of people that don't play other games play.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like a lot of people play Sims, and that's the only video game they've, like, ever touched. It's not set up very nicely. I feel like when I went into it, I play a lot of other games, I'm like, where is anything? So maybe
Yeah.
they didn't know they could clear that, or maybe they just let it happen, because that's funny.
It's very much a game that if you don't have the knowledge before you start playing, like if you don't watch Sims YouTubers or
I
streamers
don't.
or follow anything that talks about it, it's really hard to know like all of the little bits and like all the details of it. And if you have all the packs, especially, there is so much in that game.
Yeah, I have a coworker, and she's like, I would say she's like early mid 40s, and I was like, I like games, I like video games, and I work in a building where there is one other person that like has ever touched a video game. So we were talking about it, and she just like, I think she felt uninvolved because she likes talking to him too, but he was just talking to me about video games, and she's like, I kind of want to get into it because I think there might be games out there that I like, and I was like, you should play The Sims.
Yeah.
Because if there's anything a 45-year-old woman might like, it's playing The Sims, I feel like.
Okay.
I don't know. I was like, I feel like that's a good game for you. I feel like she would love it. And
Yeah.
it's like, you can get on like a laptop or something. I don't know, but I was just like, it's a lot to look at. You've got to figure out the buttons.
The base game of The Sims is also free.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's just filled to the brim with microtransactions.
That's why I told her, I was like, it's free, but like, it's just a lot of microtransactions. But
yeah,
like,
so
let me know and
money.
I'll get you some mods.
Yeah. No, mods and CC, they hold a special place in my heart.
I don't know. I would probably still like it without it, but probably not nearly as much. To be fair, I practically don't play any game without mods, at least not after the first go.
Yeah.
But Sims isn't a game that's like, it has a story. You make your own story. And I like that.
They do have these things where they have preset stories that you can play.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like on the first like loading screen when you get into the game. I honestly don't remember what they're called. They're called something, but they have a bunch of different like story modes basically, where you can go and play through these, and they have like set goals and like they're different levels of difficulty. Oh, sorry, my brain broke for a second.
I think I know about that now. I kind of forgot that existed.
I've honestly never played them. I'm in too much of a control freak. I like to have I want everything to go the way I want it to go and not the way the game wants it to go.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I really like The Sims.
Yeah. I mean, you are just playing God, quite
basically. And if you use cheats and mods,
that's like you can just do.
Ooh, I love mods that give me more cheats. Those are my favorite. The ones that let me like change the time, change like everything and move everything around.
I like interior design a lot. So that's kind of what I'm there for. And I'm like, it's a Barbie dress up game, interior design. They're having sex a lot. It's everything I've ever wanted, truly.
When it works.
When it works.
When you can get the game to load.
This has been a rough year for the Sims community. And updates. Yeah. We're struggling.
It's been a rough multiple years, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. Because I feel like we had a little bit where they just weren't touching it. But also everyone was mad they weren't touching it.
This year, they put together, or they announced that they had put together a team specifically to go over, like, technical issues and stuff that I don't know why they didn't have before.
Why do we not have that? It's EA.
Like, they had
also,
something
it's
like
EA.
it. Yeah, they had something like it, but now this one is like specifically for The Sims and specifically gonna be like putting out more bug fixes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not 100% informed about everything, but I do follow like The Sims. I follow The Sims community. Like, I follow a
Yeah.
bunch of different things
I'm
and a
not
bunch of the big
involved.
YouTubers. Hmm?
I'm not that involved in it. I don't really watch
No, I love
YouTubers.
this game.
One of my favorite podcasters actually does sim streaming now, so I've been wanting to watch her.
Does
Um,
what?
does sim streaming
Oh, okay.
over at Ladies and Tangents. If you like that type of podcast, you can go check them out. Um, I like a lot of podcasts that are just two moms talking to each
Oh my
other. I've
god.
realized that it's like doesn't no matter the topic because they're kind of like a talk show and they do like
Mhm.
Reddit stories, but they also do like their own thing.
Mhm.
I like them, and then I follow a true crime podcast, gruesome true crime, completely unrelated to the fact that they're two mothers, but I love it.
Oh my god.
I'm like I love listening to mid-40s women talk about their lives. That's all that I need. Okay, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for fighting the babysitter after he almost let my child die?
Probably not.
I, young adult female, am an escort slash stripper. I ended
Oh.
up having a baby with one of my regular customers on accident, so now I have my beloved child, Silo. She's the light of my life. Although I have all the love I need at home, I still need money, especially now with the little one.
Hmm.
So I hired a babysitter, Kelly, I believe. I went off to my bar slash strip club to work. Well, coincidentally, the babysitter looked very similar to the baby's dad. So while I was escorting, I thought I was servicing the baby's dad, but no, it was Kelly, the babysitter. So who is watching my child?
Oh, what?
I have no idea if my roommate slash girlfriend is at home or at work. So I rush home, and Kelly comes running over to me. I beat him home. He has the audacity to say, "Hello, it's delightful to see you again. Well, sir, you should have been home with my child." Here's the real kicker. My child was nowhere to be found. Poor Silo was found crawling into the road. And she could have been killed. So naturally, I fired Kelly. That should have been the end of things, right? Nope. Kelly proceeds to show up at my front door for days. Finally, I just had enough. I went outside and went off on Kelly. He kept joking about it and he made me so angry, so we got into a fight. I lost the fight, sadly, but Kelly has left my family alone. So did I handle the situation right? Am I the asshole here? I
These
wouldn't know if the babysitter actually was at the bar. It like is that a mod? I don't think there's like
no.
escorting. So
There
that could have happened if it was a glitch.
so I think it is from that same mod that you were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
I believe, unless there is another one that also involves that I'm not aware of. I've personally never used that part of it, so
yeah.
I don't know
Me
exactly
either.
how it works. Um, but oh my god,
That's
like that
hilarious
is so
that could
much.
happen.
Okay, but how much, like, how similar were the dad and the babysitter for her not to notice?
Yeah, and then so how do you become a stripper on The Sims? I'm asking for a friend, and then they say the mod, which is
Hmm.
the most popular mod of inappropriate things among The
You
Sims.
basically look up Sims 4 sex mod and you'll find it.
WW mayhaps. Yeah, not the asshole. Kelly is lucky to be alive. I think you should invite him over for some pufferfish, or maybe show him a room with no doors.
Yes.
He's currently in his own pool room, no doors, waiting for him to drown right now. He
Oh.
came back and snuck in as a babysitter despite me hiring a different babysitter.
Oh my
Not
god.
sure how that happened, but he won't be a menace anymore.
He'll just show up as a ghost though. Like if they don't
Yeah,
remove the headstone
yeah.
from that lot, he'll just haunt them.
I do have very fond memories of finding out the pool thing, like just organically in like Sims 2 or
Yes.
whatever it was. It was great.
Yeah, The Sims 4, I believe in the very beginning of the game, before they added, like, whenever they added pools, I think they still had the thing where you could remove the pool ladder and they
Can you
couldn't
not
get out.
anymore?
They can get out without a ladder now.
Mm,
You have to, like, build walls right
okay.
around the
That
pool
makes
and
sense. So
basically
they
trap
can't
them
like
in so
yeah.
they can't climb out.
Yeah. But I would give anything to experience the feeling of realizing I could do that.
Oh my god. Another good way is the pufferfish, like they mentioned.
Yeah.
Because if your sim makes it while, like, upset or angry, it is very likely to kill someone.
That is so
And you
funny.
can just sell it.
So
Like,
no food
there's
licensing.
so many packs that have like a basically a yard sale table, or in one of the newer like kits or game packs that came out recently, there is specifically a food stall,
Oh.
and you can just sell basically whatever food you want from it.
So you can just pufferfish it up, just
Yes,
murdering the masses.
I've seen YouTubers do it. It was a very entertaining video. I highly recommend.
Lovely. Am I the asshole for seducing my bully and then aborting his child?
What?
So this guy and I had been childhood friends, but sometimes around high school he got really competitive and started bullying me. He even got hired at the same tech company as me and made my life hell at work.
Oh my god.
Eventually, he got fired for inappropriate behavior, and he called me that night all depressed, wanting to make amends. He came over with pizza, and we chatted for a bit. I seduced him and then kicked him out of my house when the deed was done. I had also used a voodoo doll on him, but that's besides the point. I took a pregnancy test, and then the next day, sure enough, I was pregnant. I made the appointment right away to yeetus that fetus. Am I the asshole?
Oh.
That's wonderful.
Um.
Interesting.
Oh.
I didn't know that was an option.
Okay. I'm like, which game is this? Because I don't know if in the earlier games you could have an abortion, but I know in The Sims 4, I think you have to have a mod to be able to
Yeah,
do
I
it.
think it's the mod that we've been speaking of. The Forsaken name. I mean,
don't know if it's that one or not.
I think it's an option, I would say,
Is
because
it?
there's a lot of like pregnancy options. It's
That's
probably in
true.
there, and I would imagine that it comes with.
I have another
thing,
mod where it's an option.
But maybe, I mean, you can also just set them to be infertile if you don't want them to have kids. So, or they can like wrap it up.
Yeah. There's certain things where you can like set their fertility levels so they can never have kids.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I don't want to worry about it.
No, I can't blame you.
Am I the asshole for murdering my brother so I could get impregnated by the Grim Reaper? The Grim Reaper? I can't say.
There's ways.
That's one of them. I'm not saying it's the most efficient, but sure. Okay, hi guys. This happened to me a while ago, but my brother won't let me forget it. A young adult
What?
female was hanging out in town when I saw an old lady die. The Grim Reaper came to take her soul, and I was smitten straight away. But then he disappeared. Then I remember that my brother, young adult male, is a loser, which becomes relevant later. I decided to get rid of all the doors while my brother was cooking. He's a bad cook, so he started a fire, and then he burned to death. Grim appeared, and I quickly got to work after replacing the door. We flirted, and it was so romantic. But then he had to go. He had to go take other souls. But since my brother's a loser and he decided to spare him because his failures were really funny. My brother was mad, but eventually forgave me until I locked him in a room and starved him to death. This time I seduced Grim, and we had 3 triplet boys. My sons are also cute and lovely, but my brother is still mad at me. Am I the asshole? Is the ghost, like, haunting her? It has to be.
I suspect so, and he's just real upset.
I mean... Yeah. I don't know.
I don't really know about this one, because that's...
You're kind of the asshole. Murder is acceptable once, but you should have murdered someone else the second time. You could have started your own personal graveyard instead of burning bridges with your brother. Olive Spectre is rolling over in her grave, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
Just a lot of comments saying I had to double take what subreddit I'm
Oh my
on.
god, yeah.
Um,
Absolutely. If I had just seen this without looking, I would not have been able to process.
yeah. Okay, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for aborting my child because of its gender?
Probably.
I, adult, and my husband, adult, have 4 boys together, a teen, twin kids, and 1 toddler. My husband is very family oriented and loves children, so he's currently the happiest dad in the world. But I'm neither of these, and honestly, I was never sure if I even wanted a child.
Oh.
We talked about having children, and I told him that I would be very unhappy if we had no daughter. Well, you already know how that went. After the youngest grew up and became a toddler, my husband's mother died, and we now have a spare room.
Oh.
We decided to try our luck again and get pregnant with a girl. When I was in my second trimester, I went out to find my baby's gender, and it was a boy again. Now, first of all, I was never even sure if I wanted to have kids, and I can not take any more boys. I find it so hard to buy them clothing and that looks good, and I always see such pretty dresses and outfits for girls, which is fair, honestly, for The Sims. I
Yeah.
feel like there's not a lot of male things that look good. Um, it all became too much on me, and I decided to get an abortion without my husband's permission. When I
Oh.
told him the day after, he was very mad and didn't want to speak with me. I tried reasoning with him, but he wouldn't change his mind. Am I the asshole for being sick of baby boys and deciding to get an abortion without my husband's permission because I'm simply too tired to take care of another boy?
Oh. Um.
Um, we got
Even in The Sims, that Sim is the asshole.
we got abortions in The Sims 4 before we got GTA 6. I'm struggling.
Oh.
That's crazy. That was
Like,
my last
when you
one, by
think
the
of it
way.
as a game and, like, you want a specific thing in the game, it's okay. But when you, like, put it in a story like that where it seems like real people,
Yeah,
it makes it hit a lot harder that,
I play without cheats, and that's what they
oh,
said. So they're like just sticking to the story. So, um,
oh, I don't know. Like, that's not good. I
The
don't like
Sims the
that.
asshole, but also The Sims not real, so
Yeah.
it doesn't
That,
matter.
and my brain is having such a hard time like making these stories and remembering that they are about The Sims and not real people.
Yeah, because
And
we're
so
so used to sitting down and doing that same format of
yeah, and so
like
it's really hard.
I wish I could find actual comments of people being confused. I wonder if they just get embarrassed and delete them because it's always I'm
Probably.
just seeing people being like, "Oh, all the people being mad. How did they not realize them? Where are the people being mad? I want it. That's so
Yeah.
funny."
No, absolutely. I genuinely I don't know, honestly.
I don't think it really matters.
It
It's The
really
Sims.
doesn't. It's just that one I was like, "Oh God."
A little questionable, but it's okay because it's the
Yeah.
Sims game.
In The Sims, it doesn't matter.
It's fine.
Like, if you're doing a very specific story, then yeah, that Sim is the asshole. But, like, if you're just playing The Sims, you are God. You can decide whatever you want to do.
Yeah, yeah. They say they play Legacy without the cheats and stuff. So
Mm. That's basically what I've been doing. I've been playing, like, they have these certain challenges you can do, like, generational challenges.
oh yeah.
Um, and that's what I've been doing. You know that one I said I lost on like my third generation? I went ahead and created a new save with new Sims, but I basically caught them up on everything I had
Yeah.
done previously. So I started at that third gen that I was starting again, so I didn't have to redo the second two because I was not doing that. And I really just wanted to be able to keep going.
Oh,
It was just a
yeah.
pain to be able
Yeah.
to fix everything. If I didn't have cheats, I wouldn't have been able
Fixing
to.
anything in The Sims is a pain. in my opinion. I hate it.
Yeah, without cheats and without mods, it is really hard sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We should just stream Sims. Like, there are times where, like, I text you and I'm just like, you want to play a game? And we're like, yeah, sure. Thinking, like, a multiplayer game. And we will sit there and just
Yeah.
stream our Sims games to each other. And we just, like, watch each other's little stories go down. It's so
Beautiful.
fun. We should just stream it. That would be fun. I don't know.
You'd have
Figure
to take
something
out a specific mod, though.
Yeah,
Because you could get your EA account taken away.
I could.
So let's not.
That's why you don't know my EA account. It's fine. I mean, it's technically illegal to mod anything. Like, there's someone that got arrested for Skyrim mods one
Are
time.
you serious?
Yeah, I don't know if they got arrested, but someone, like, called the cops on them. That was a Reddit story. That they just, like, didn't like the person and saw that they had Skyrim mods and, like, reported it.
Oh my god. That is so petty.
And then there's The Witcher 3 that loves their mod community. Like, there were so many mods that were just, like, I think they added monsters, and they also just, like, improved upon the quality of how the game looked. And they literally worked with these people and put it into the game.
Wow.
Like, if you go play the game now, it looks a lot better than it used to, because they put those visual mods in there.
That's insane, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
I'm like, I love that you guys support these people that work hard for free, basically.
Yeah. No, I wish the Sims community, like, I wish the Sims would do that.
You can always
Because-
tip people on Patreon, but, like...
Yeah. No, but, like, people have to make mods to fix the game as soon as new packs come out because it breaks it.
Yeah.
And then it takes the Sims community, or, like, the EA, like, forever to fix these things, or they just completely ignore it and we just have to deal with it, when modders fix it in literally a day sometimes.
Oh yeah, like, sometimes it's just like a day, and
sometimes it's even the same day depending on the issue. These people are
they work
incredible.
hard. They're fast at this shit. They are very dedicated to it.
Yeah. Although this last one, it broke even some of the mods that I use. It took them a good little bit to be able to fix their mods because of how bad The Sims was running. Like, even people who didn't use mods, like, were having their games, like, where the UI was completely messed up.
Yeah, it's just, like, completely...
They couldn't save their game. They, like, I think it was, like, another one where, like, their Sims couldn't have babies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know ceilings, because they added the ability to paint the ceilings.
Oh.
In, I think, in the horse ranch. Like, whenever that came out, because they normally have...
Since the horse one. But...
Yeah. They mainly have, like, when they come out with their big expansion packs, like their most recent one, they normally have a base game update to come with that, with, like, new features for the original game, so that, you know, certain things from that pack will work.
Yeah.
And that came with it, and that they completely broke that for certain people.
Yeah. Well, my goal is just to learn how to do that shit, so I can be like, I'm fixing it myself.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal in life. Okay, well, thank you for watching, if you've made it this far. Today we have Kirby, again. Squid is on medical leave because he just lost his testicles, so he is feeling a little bit under the weather. Just resting. But thank you for watching or listening this far. If you like us, hit a follow because it's free, and also it helps more people find us. Come back next time. I don't know. Bye.
Hello.
He's a little sneaky right now.
He's a little sneaky.
Look, both of you look. No, hold still.
Oh.
Up.
Just hold still. Okay, you know what? We're all sitting together. No, sit up. He's like dead weight.
Oh my god.
What is happening? He's not having it. Okay, whatever. We'll get some.
Maybe.